As many of those abortion ban bills went through the legislative process, lawmakers heard emotional stories from both sides. Pro-choice advocates and pro-life advocates spent a lot of time in Frankfort this spring hoping to convince lawmakers to vote their way. And LX18's political reporter Carolina Buchek saw a lot of that battle unfold.
Conroy, over the past few years, things have gotten tense at the Capitol when it comes to the battle over abortion. Pro-life supporters showed up telling lawmakers to protect the unborn. Pro-choice supporters asked, what about the women? And a big criticism heard often is about the lack of women's voices in this fight, regardless of which side they're on. Kentucky has 138 lawmakers, 106 of which are men. So when abortion ban bills are discussed, people see a lot of men involved. So here are the women representing both sides, sharing their thoughts, their stories. And we'd like to warn you, some of this material may be disturbing to some.
Pro-life.
Members of this committee, what you're hearing is a child's heartbeat.
Versus pro-choice.
I have had enough of being talked about like a vessel and a person whose only job on this earth is to produce children.
It's been one of the most heated debates across Kentucky over the last few years.
Kentucky wants to outlaw abortion.
That DNA is human.
And for this issue, the state capitol is the battleground. And oftentimes, this fight gets tense.
My appointment for the medication abortion happened at around 8.5 weeks. I can promise you that when I took the pills and safely passed the pregnancy through my vaginal canal and into the toilet, it didn't have a heartbeat, it didn't have a face, it didn't have feelings. If you are a person here who has had an abortion, I encourage you to seek healing. Because abortion is not normal. Taking the life of an innocent human being that is your own flesh and blood and your own DNA, it's not normal.
Emotions run high, and the stories women share are very personal. Stories of their own abortions.
I am just like the other 1 in 4 women that have had abortions. We do it because we cannot provide a life for children while we work for financial stability.
This is Nicole Stipp. She told lawmakers when she accidentally got pregnant, she was just starting off her new business. With the timing wrong, she knew she wanted an abortion.
I would have gone to any length, medically overseen or not, to end my pregnancy.
But the journey to get one was not easy.
My medication abortion, which was a series of pills taken over a couple of days, took me 3 full days in which I could not go to work, nearly 500 miles driven, and over $100 on gas. Because of the expenses, I had to pick up bartending shifts and leave my family during the holidays.
Another abortion story was also shared, but this one showed a different side.
I still live with the pain of the regret of paying money for my 2 babies to be killed, Judah and Justice, because the only thing that I knew about at that particular time, when I was a teenager, was where to find Planned Parenthood.
That's Angela Minter. She told lawmakers her story, one where she had 2 abortions and was going to get a 3rd. But she says her father convinced her not to do it.
Because of him opening up his mouth and calling me in my dorm room at Hunter Hall and telling me, Angie, don't kill your baby. Because of that, I didn't pay money for a 3rd child to be killed. Now my husband and I have 3 children, whom we have never regretted giving the gift of life.
2 women, 2 abortions, 2 stories, 2 very different takes on a complicated issue. A complicated issue that has led to one public battle in Kentucky.
And of course, these are just small clips of a very large battle. Conroy, back to you.